So if you want guys to optimize your website for mobile using the actual Elementor, you are into the actual right place. So first of all, what you wanted to do is to make sure that you have the actual Elementor working inside WordPress. For this, I wanted to focus directly into WordPress. Let's go for the left section, scroll all the way down until you see the element that says plugins. Here you're going to go for the option that says add plugin and just click directly inside that. Once we are directly inside add plugin, here what I'm going to be doing here is to make sure that I do have now available the adding of the plugin. If you don't, that means that you don't have an actual plan in order to continue to make sure you have an active plan for it. So here I'm going to type the word into search plugin Elementor. Here into Elementor, I should see the Elementor website builder. It says by Elementor, so here into the option that says install now. Once this has been successfully installed, you want to hit for the option that says to activate. So here into the left section, I'm going to go for activate. This should be now been active directly into my WordPress website. So we don't use the sections anymore. So what I'm going to be doing here is that I'm going to go for my start to my setup really quick. Now, as I was telling, we don't actually use the sections anymore because we use containers. They are lighter and they are faster. Now, the containers, you can find it directly into the actual theme builder. To make some editable website from the actual elements, what you need to do is to focus for your pages. So here's an actual common problem when you focused for this elements of the actual containers. Now, your image sometimes is on the right. On the mobile, sometimes what it actually does is that it stacks below the actual text. To check out how it actually, we can change this from, in this case, from the computer desktop into a mobile into the upper side. You can see they have the desktop, and I'm going to change this for mobile portrait. This will be changing the actual view out of it, and I can see what can be changing there and lately. So I'm going to focus for add a new element. I can add a new image, for example, and check how these elements are going to be changing if I focus now for the desktop view. So into the desktop view, I have a huge element, but here into the mobile portrait, I have something a little bit more smaller. So let's say, for example, awesome block. Right, so I click here to choose my image. I go for choose image. Here's my media library. I hit for the option that says select, and there we go. So this is just an awesome block. So what you don't want to do is to let everything be a single column. You can set 2 containers to 50% weight into the mobile to create a clean grid for icons and even small features. For this, what I'm going to do, for example, is here into the upper side, I go for plus, and into my container, I can go from the upper side. Here's my first container, and I can go for another container, and it could be appear directly inside here. Now I have 2 direct containers that I can add, and I can customize this inside from the actual other inside. So for example, let's say block 1, side 1, right? And here I go from the portrait and check out how it actually looked, the side 1 and the other side. And I can change the actual movement of my containers from one place into another. So there we go. I'm going to head back directly into my responsive typography and spacing. Now notice the small device icon next to the size. As I just told you, you can use the VW instead of pixels for headers. This makes the text scale fluidly with the screen size permanently those ugly word breaks. Now the desktop needs 100 pixels of breathing room. Mobile does not. You needed to drop your padding down to 20 pixels on the side so your content doesn't look like a thin vertical stripe. So for this, I'm going to click into my side. Here's for my actual style, my heading. Here's my typography, and here into my size, I'm going to focus for, let's say, none than 20, which is 18, I believe. Let's say really awesome block once again. Number 1. There we go. Doesn't look that bad actually. I'm gonna move this into the upper side, and here it is. So what is Tech Express? There we go. Now the performance on the actual asset. Now, does mobile user needs the 5 megabytes background video? Well, the answer is no. You can go to the advanced tab under the responsive and hit for the actual mobile. That usually appears here into the responsive, and you can hit for the option that says hide on the mobile pull rate, and there we go. This will be making it a little bit much more efficient. Now, Elementor now fully supports ABIF. It's 30% smaller, so we can use a plugin like the Short Pixel to serve ABIF to your mobile visitors for instant load times. So you know how to install, let's say, plugins. You can focus into the left section that says plugin. Once again, hit for the option that says, in this case, I can look out for the Short Pixel, and we're actually good to go. Now, a custom points that I can be telling you is that if you wanted to probe results, you can open the folder, for example, with more results. That can be really helpful to actually get started there. So basically, guys, this is how we can actually focus with this kind of elements directly here into Elementor. So if you have any questions, you can let us know into the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you wanted to see more great tools like this. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully, with all that's been said, we can all see you well next time.